I'm Jeffrey Armfist back in the World of Tanks. We'll do 3 videos on the Recon Mission where we had those various new maps. I think we had 6 new maps. All of them were okay. I think they're mostly good maps. I don't know if I would call them perfect. I will give you my opinion about them. And we watched 3 battles, 1 in each map. So in the first case I had a light tank, very appropriate.
Are there any women here today?
For a Recon Mission, and we have Monty Python doing the commentary. So that was the first time I saw these maps, and I was hoping they would go into the game after this, but none of them has, and I had to understand why. I thought they are much better. I'd rather have one of these maps than something like Ensk or White Park. We can keep Ensk and White Park for tier 2, let's say, but I don't think they are, maps to play battles above tier 4. Maybe up to tier 4 might be okay, but not above that. So these new maps, all 6 of them were better. Now, what is the feature of these maps? I think all of them were kind of similar. We have a hold down alley on one side. Here it's on the left. We have a side scraping alley on the right. Here the city. Of course it also has hold down areas, and there are side scraping possibilities if you're on the left, but mainly this kind of mediums. We go to the more open, slightly more open area on one side. That's more like hold down, and the other one is better suited for heavy tanks, and it's always like this, even with the current maps. Yeah.
Drop your panties, Sir William. I cannot wait till lunchtime. No! Go!
Some maps are better. For example, Kiev or whatever it is, there's one good map which isn't like this. It's more like slightly more balanced, I think. A few maps a little better, but not many. A lot have this feature. And now what we see here is that in the middle there's not a lot happening. Basically we have snipers on the other side and light tanks, because there's another place for the light tanks. So we have like me on one side and a couple of light tanks on the other side, and we haven't spotted the second light tank. Our second light tank, I think, has gone with the mediums for some reason. It's better than going with the heavies. So I'm not sure what I think about these maps in general. I definitely prefer these over Ensk and White Park. Himmelsdorf, I think, is very evocative and beautiful as a map, but it's not. It's just way too small. If they could expand it, would have been good. So I've downloaded some damage from spotting. This guy is suspecting
An entirely new strain of sheep. A killer sheep that can not only hold a rifle, but is also a first-class
So this guy's
shot.
suspecting that someone is spotting him, but he probably can't realize that I'm so close to him. And now probably he thinks he probably has gone dark, and so he's trying to go somewhere else. We don't have enough snipers to help me, and to be honest, we don't have many targets down here, but I already have some spotting assists, so I'm kind of okay with this. And this is a little bit like the harbor, whatever it's called, that map. Fishing harbor or something. So here I'm making this move, thinking maybe I can spot someone. And you won't believe how unlucky
I apologise for that, but I think you'll find this a bit more interesting.
I was. So here I think now I'm closer to the enemy tanks to see what's happening. An enemy light tank decides the bush I'm in is a good bush for him to go and spot from. And then he
April 26th.
Shoots me. A light tank shoots me for 900. I mean, come on. One shoots me with a 900 light tank. What is this? Come on. I mean, anyway, so this is the end of this battle for me. Let's go over to the next one. So the previous one looked a very Italian landscape. This one looks like we're in Austria or Switzerland or somewhere. Or maybe the Italian Alps, possibly. I'm not sure what these buildings are. There's concrete buildings. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be. Are they ski resorts or something? What are they doing at the top of a mountain? And why are we fighting a tank battle in the middle of whatever? In the Alps or somewhere. Once again, I have no idea where I have to go. It's the first time I was playing this map. So we have the hold down alley here on the left. Sorry, the side scraping alley on the left. So I'm going to the hold down kind of area. You can also side scrape here, I suppose. It's mostly to go hold down. And in the middle there's some rocks. I don't know what the TDs are supposed to do. The guy here decided to do some active spotting. He's likely going to die. And now I spotted someone out here. And I've got him.
Enemy armor is hit.
And I wasn't spotted. That's weird. Okay, fine. How wasn't I spotted? My friends got spotted. They're getting massacred. Oh, come on. How got I spotted now? I didn't get spotted when I shot. And I was behind a tree and how does this game... Well, come on. Been shot... Oh, sorry, mate. We have to go somewhere else. Okay, at least he realized I was being shot. Oh, for crying out loud. How am I getting shot here? Okay. Okay, he could shoot me. That's right. Oh, that's so annoying. Hope I don't get shot a second time, third, fourth time. I would have been shot 3 times. Now, who shot me from this side? It's very hard to tell. I guess it was this guy, so I'm going to take a quick shot. Just got the tip of his tail before he went stealth, went dark. On this side we seem to be pinned down. I'm thinking, where should I go? I need to go hold down somewhere. So the offspring tank has a very strong turret. I'm not sure where I should go. I want to go somewhere where I can also shoot, not in some sniping position that is too far away. These concrete things, whatever they are, these ski resorts or whatever they're supposed to be. Mountain bunkers or something. What on earth are these things? Maybe highway things, maybe tunnels or something. Why do we have these things? I mean, if they could remove these things from this map, it might be okay. What is this city with a factory on top of a mountain doing? Doing on top of a mountain. Sorry for my German phrase, my German syntax. So down here I'm kind of hold down. I have a strong turret, so fingers crossed. Oh my god, this guy's getting hammered. He's getting slaughtered. We're really pinned down here, for crying out loud. I hope someone else can push. Oh, suicide, please don't do that. No suicide, please don't. Why are you there? Okay, got these guys. Penetration, hey, hey. I like this tank, not least because of the band. Not that, you know, I'm crazy about the band, but I like the fact that they have their own unique and very different kind of voiceover. And that sometimes 2 of them speak rather than just one. I think they've done a really cool voiceover. Although they say a few silly things, but I don't mind them. And I definitely like the looks of this tank. I wish all my tanks were rocking like this one. I mean, it's an arcade game anyway. Why not have some rocking tanks? some tanks that rock and roll. So we have a couple of spent guys. I'm one of them. I'm trying to spot on this side. We have the Skoda, a heavy tank, which side scraping on the bridge. And I hope the guys in the mountain city manage to win, because we are very hard pressed on this side. We also have a couple of snipers on the red line up north, who I don't know what they're doing here. I hope they are shooting. But they're not supporting one side or another. They're not even in position to support one side or another. You know, I think if you're in a tank destroyer, it should be at least making an effort to support the ongoing fighting. You know, to have a chance to take a shot. Like where they are, they have no chance to take a shot at anyone. And, you know, maybe this is, you know, the map is a little too big, with a very large dead zone in the middle. Okay, got spotted again. So some guys have good vision and some guys have zero vision. The guy who went for a spotting round, for active spotting in the beginning, had no vision. Okay, we're 6-6, we're even. So this battle is up for grabs, but we're down on health and hit points. Okay, it looks like we lost the battle in the city. Oh no, please. Oh, he went. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Where are tanks when we need them? That is true. So 6 to 8, and probably like the enemy team has like twice the health that we have. So this is over. I mean, look, we have like 2 guys here spotting. In between us, we have like whatever we have, 100 hit points between us. Something like that. Okay, his start is impenetrable, and I'm firing APCR. This is why I'm saying we have a hold down side on one side where everybody's start is impenetrable. And they have side scraping set of tanks, and basically light tanks have no business in other place. But then what are light tanks going to do? I mean, you could have had light tanks somewhere possibly spotting some bush near the middle, I guess. Because a lot of the time, I mean, there are tanks out there, but they're all dark. We don't see where they are. If we had a light tank somewhere in the middle in a bush, it would have been a little bit better. So I'm kind of half spotting, half shooting. I shouldn't be shooting, I should be only spotting. But who's going to shoot? I can't rely on my teammates. So here I'm just spotting, you know, I'm just thinking of shooting, but he's hold down. Did I get spotted? Oh, I got spotted, of course. But I'm fairly safe here because they can only see the top of my turret, and if they shoot the top of my turret, the shots will glance. So my only fear here is if they rush us. If the enemy tanks rush us here, and there are 2 of us with no health, we will be dead in a flash. Oh my god. Take a shot. I'm hoping he will turn his turret a little bit for some reason. Oh, here's a good spot. Oh, didn't take the shot. Decided, okay, here, decided to take the shot. Okay. A little too late. Oh, okay, so my turret is safe. Wow, fingers crossed. It's all down to RNG. But we're being flanked by a full health tank, and we have 6 guys behind us, or 4 guys, sorry. There are 4 guys behind us. Nobody's taking a shot at this full health tank. I mean, sorry, I mean, why do you even play this game? I mean, what are you doing there? Okay, now I'm dead. Okay, wow, that was quick. Okay, the other guy with no health is dead. And the guys watching from afar, thinking of shooting, but haven't shot so far. And there are of course 2 full health TDs at the back, haven't done anything. Got spotted. Or maybe they've done something. I shouldn't be blaming them. I mean, there are TDs that have no armor. Didn't work out though. I'm just frustrated. Didn't work out. Anyway, so that was this other map on the Alps. And I prefer definitely over Ensk, over White Park, over Himmelsdorf. I mean, I really like the look of Himmelsdorf. I think it's fantastic. It's beautiful visually. But it's just too small. So here's another of those maps. Still playing the Offspring tank, the Pretty Fly, and this looks like some place in Russia. I forget the title, what it was called. I think it was flashed at the very beginning. You may want to check. So the band says there's various weird things, like doggy dog. It probably means something among their fans. It probably means something, this doggy dog. Or probably means something among themselves. Let's go back on tour or something. Let's, the show must go on or something like that. Feels like some saying of that sort of thing. The show must go on. It's doggy dog. But I don't really know the context. I expect it's something along those lines. I love the looks of this tank. I wish all my tanks looked like this one. It just may have a weird taste. But, 2 tanks there, and I spotted one of them, and I got spotted in return. Okay. It was a Scorpion. You don't want to stay in front of the gun of a Scorpion. So I have a hold down tank, and I was hoping I'd go stealth here a little bit, maybe the protection of the rock, a little bit hold down if they approach from below, but it's not. I'm thinking, what am I doing here? I don't know this map. I don't know where they will get, how quickly they will get where they got. And this area up there with the snipers doesn't let you be hold down. I mean, they have a view. You're not hold down to the snipers there in this bush. Oh, I should have taken the shot. And then there are a bunch of tanks, this M41D and a couple of others that are right on the hill. They're hold down. So this is the hold down side. And they're really very hold down. I don't have a shot at these tanks, and they're very careful. So it's like hold down, whatever. It's a hold down party here. It's just, okay, got spotted again. And side scraped out of the way. Hold down heaven. The other side is the heavy tank alley with the side scraping. There's probably some places where you can go hold down as well, but not hills, so you go hold down behind rubble or something. So I'm frustrated here. I don't have any shots. I'm out of position. I'm not in a good place. I would either have to rush the guys on the hill and have a hold down fight. Usually I die in such situations. I play a lot of tank destroyers, so I have a defensive mentality. I'm kind of reluctant. I'm not somehow. It doesn't work for me if I'm too aggressive, especially early in a game. I get shot from every side, and you get tracked, and then you're dead or something. And I'm not used to that gameplay of being very aggressive. I just, I'm not a unicorn, I need another 40,000 battles, then maybe I'll get used to that. So, being a tank destroyer player, I'm thinking defensively, so I'm making a kind of tree nest here. Because in the city we have 2 tanks, provisionally full health, it's hard to tell. We don't have the full information, although I'm sure we have radio contact with them. So why do we have the full information, whether they're full health or not? I don't know. We also don't have the full information about the enemy tanks. I'm sure we have radio contact with them. So I wish Wargaming would not do this to us. It wasn't like this always. I think they introduced this thing in one of the patches, that if enemy tanks are beyond the outer reach of, you know, your yellow circle, whatever that is, 500 and something meters, then you cannot know their health status. In any case, what I was saying, and I interrupted myself, was that in the city we had 2 tanks, the enemy had 4, and now we have 1 tank and the enemy has how many? 4. And I can't see what it is that they have because the resolution of my screen when I'm doing the videos is not very good. This looks like there's a VK75 something K. I can't remember if this is a good tank. I think on side scrape. Looks like possibly have a Defender. That's a decent tank. We have a Lover. That's a good hold down tank. And then we have a T95, if I'm not mistaken. A tank destroyer, isn't it? Isn't that Tier 9? Or is it T30? What is it? There's something else we have. A tank destroyer, I thought. Yeah, it's a T30 anyway. So, how are we doing now? We totally lost the city, so I'm saying defend the base. To alert the team, we have an IS-3, which is really defending the hold down top of the hill area. Lucky boss. He's defending really well. He's doing a great job up there. Now the rest of us are floundering, like completely lost and uncertain about what to do. The ELC even's gone to do some active spotting. There's nobody supporting him. Why did he do that? Ah, he killed one of the enemy tanks. Well done, ELC. Okay, he's a unicorn. Okay, in the meantime, the enemy is approaching our base. We have some guy at the front. Did it say it's a Defender? It could be, it's a heavy tank. Then we have the VK75. I'm trying to take a shot at it. And my shot went somewhere, but not on this map. Unless, I mean, there's one possibility, you know, that's one thing I'm thinking. When you have ghost cells, it could be that the enemy tank shoots, and you shoot each other, and the tanks collide in the middle. And not always, but I think in some cases, when you have a ghost shell and the enemy tank was facing you and you were facing it, you probably shot at the same time and the 2 shells collided in mid-air. And that's... oh, who's shooting? Some coward is shooting at me with HE. Okay, I'm doing quite well considering I'm full health. Well, I'm also the most cowardly in our team. But at least I'm doing something. You know, I'm spotting or something. So we got 2 enemy tanks there. Isn't that a T95? A bounced, must be. And isn't a T95 a Tier 9 tank? Okay, so we have Tier 9 tanks. Then I'm doing okay. I'm not as disappointed with myself. I'm bottom tier. So the VK is still alive and the T... no, it must be all tier 8. What tank was that? The resolution is too poor. It's not good enough for me to see what it was. It's tier 8. Never mind. So here I'm going for the Lover. I mean, someone was saying fight in the town, but oh, where did my shot go again? That wasn't... it didn't collide with the enemy shell because I got shot by him. Okay, I'll reload it faster, I'm sure. Oh, he's reloading pretty fast. Okay, he's being flanked, that's good. Come on. Come, someone shoot his back. Okay, good. And we are likely going to win this battle, or the enemy tank destroyer will get Colobanos. One of the two. So the last position of the enemy tank destroyed, last enemy tank is at the end of this city, and so I expect it's gonna run off and go and hide in some woods at the northern part of the map. Now, how about this city? So I have a feeling this isn't finished, but I don't mind it. I think it's okay as it is. It looks too new, and then some buildings look destroyed, even the whole thing looks new and spotless. So they're doing some work on it, I guess. Maybe, hopefully that's the reason why they haven't introduced this map. And there are some kind of rubble areas that have been turned into these sorts of barricades here and there, but it looks a little bit weird. So there are some new buildings, newish. There's some communist style buildings. There are some older brick style buildings. And it looks more like Russia than anything else. There's this iron things here, it's pipes. So as I was expecting, in fact I pinged the map, I was expecting the enemy TD to be somewhere there in those bushes. Missed. Never mind. So victory is sealed. That was the end. I wish these maps, even in this half-finished state, I wish they were introduced in the game. I would have liked to play in these maps a little bit more. Anyway, hope it was interesting for you. Thank you for watching.